Hey, in this video, I'm going to talk about why someone in their right mind would want to sand and polish this incredibly shiny brand new paint job. This is the Rocket Miata behind me. I'm going to do a quick little tour. You look at the car, it's really shiny. It's a brand new paint job. There's about 300 miles on the car. You can clearly see the reflection is very high gloss on this vehicle. Looks nice, right? So why do you want to break the paint on that? Well, the truth is, I sanded and polished parts of it. The reason I sanded and polished parts of it were so I could put it together and not have to worry about sanding up next to edges. Let me show you. The door handle here, you can see the Cerakote, there's a little gasket there. If I was to sand and get my polishing equipment all the way up into there, there's a really good chance that maybe I can mar this surface. It's a satin surface, and I'm gonna jam compound down. It's not the right way to go. Even with the ultrafine grits, if I sand over top of that, well, you could mar the surface and it's just not good. So you can see here, the reflection is really crisp. I've sanded and polished down to about here, but down here and here, it's not sanded or polished. I don't even know if you can see it. Maybe we can see some orange peel, maybe. But around the mirror base, I sanded it so I could install the mirror. But if you look, the farther you look down here, you can see, these are called spectral highlights right here. If you can see the reflection, it gets orange peely, especially up through here. You can see the orange peel in the paint. Orange peel has nothing to do with gloss. Orange peel is still brilliantly shiny, but right here, where I knew I was going to put this trim piece on, next to my convertible top, I sanded and polished that before assembly. Right here, I did this for a couple of different reasons. I did it so we could get this car done for television, and I did it because I frankly didn't have time to go through the 10 or so odd hours per panel that it takes to effectively do a really good high quality sand and polish job on a paint job. The other reason that I wanted to put a really nice polish job on this car is because we did it with Summit Racing's private label paint. Now, Summit Racing paint is a urethane paint. It's got a catalyst in it. It's good quality, but they themselves call it a affordable line of paint. And the truth is, you can spend as much as you want on paint. So we wanted to show, when we were bench racing this project, because we've worked with Summit Racing on and off over the years on a whole bunch of different things. We wanted to show that you could spend less than $1,000 in paint, primer, and masking supplies and get a nice paint job. We've achieved that goal. So now, it doesn't matter. All I'm spending is more time on it, maybe some sanding consumables, and some compounds, some Griot's Garage compounds with their dual action sander to get a show quality finish, quite literally, on a budget paint job. So you can see the hood, if you can see the reflection of my hand, because of all of these details, all of this stuff that I had to reassemble, my little hood catches here, yeah, I cut the hood flat, but I stopped short here. Why do you do that, Kevin? Why would you sand and polish half the car? It's because of this also. It's an egg. It's a complex shape. There's stuff all over it. There's tight little corners, gullies like this, there's little gullies like this, and there's all these screw holes. There's all these areas, all these pieces of orange peel in these weird shapes next to edges. It's a challenge. So this is going to be some of the subject of my up-and-coming course on Elite Surface Correction is the name of the course. So there it is. I didn't want to go ahead and blow through the perfect example of an egg-shaped car to get a really nice show driver paint job on. I wanted to wait and save it for the cameras and use this opportunity to show you guys how it's possible to to really make the most out of a paint job. My favorite thing to say about sanding and polishing is that it's our last opportunity to improve, perfect, and correct a paint job. No paint job is perfect out of the gun, and if you want a show driver or a show quality finish, well, surface correction is just part of it. It's like body work, you know? Anyway, so I wanted to talk about that in this video. It's coming. Course is coming up. We're starting to, the pre-production's done on all of it, but the cool thing is I'm driving the Miata. So I drove it over to Ian's shop today. We went and had lunch. The heater works great. The heater is banging in this car. And anyway, just a little video. I want to start putting some more content up on the socials, and this is a nice way to do it and talk about something relevant. So thanks for watching. We're going to have a lot more stuff coming up soon, and in the meantime, if you see a red blur going by you, it might be this car.